Good omen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We may or may not be live. Let's find out. Chat, let us know if you're here. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your dungeon master for tonight. We have a wonderful crew here. My cousin Joey is also with us. We are here for Rotblack Sludge, episode 1 of the Mörk Borg RPG. How are you all doing, everybody?
Tells me that we're live. We're live. I can see it on the YouTubes.
We are live.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Hello, audience.
Wait. No. This is Mörk Borg. We cannot be happy.
This is the one
You can
time
be happy for like a couple. We don't. What do you mean, Joey? What do you even know about Mörk Borg? It could be very.
Joe,
Doesn't it look so pleasant behind me?
This is the only time we can be happy right now. It's before the game started.
That's true.
So,
That's true. Take it while we can have it.
it's either now or
Could be
never.
our usual selves.
Yeah. So let's go around the table. Let's introduce ourselves. My name is Bob. I'm going to be running the game of Mörk Borg tonight. We're going to start with a character creation, and we're going to build up the characters that we're going to spend an hour, maybe more, of creating, and then all of a sudden they're all going to die, and we're going to have to make some randomly generated new ones. Very excited. And of course, if you're new to the channel, here's your first time here. This is a tabletop RPG live play channel. We do lots of different live plays. This is going to be part of our new game series where we've been trying all these different new games. I think this might be the 7th, don't quote me here, 7th new game on the channel that's not D&D. So this is a lucky 7. It's going to be our lucky day. I also could be very wrong. It could be 6, could be 8. I'm not sure. But yeah, welcome to the channel if you haven't been here before. And let's go around the horn here, starting with Joey, and we'll go around Estelle, CJ, Dexter, Andrew. Tell everybody who you are and what you do. Go ahead, Joey.
I am Joey, and I go on my cousin's YouTube channel.
Joey and I are related by blood.
My blood.
Many people don't believe us, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think people don't believe that, but we are, definitely.
We are.
Yeah, 100%.
We're not totally adding to the doubt.
No, like really, no doubt.
No, of course.
Mhm.
Why would there?
No cap.
No cap.
Good ass.
Dead
Yep.
ass. No cap.
Dead ass, no cap. All right, so Joe, that's what you want to tell the people about yourself?
I mean, about me, sure, but like about my character. Oh no, I'm very excited to tell them about my character.
Oh, okay. Well, Joey has a concept. He came in with a concept. Some people did that too. As you can see, Dexter is going to do it completely random, has no idea what he's going to be. So some people, though, they know, like Joey. Now, Estelle, tell us who you are.
Hi. I'm Estelle. I've been on here a few times. I'm trying to remember the game that we just ended that we were on.
The game you played for like 6 months. And,
Yeah, right. The Tomb of Horrors, not Annihilation, Horrors.
Tomb of, Tomb of, whatever that game was. Nobody really knows.
Yeah.
Not
So,
like famous or nothing.
I've been on the channel a few times now, so that's been fun.
Estelle, you're a regular. You're a regular now.
Oh my god, I am.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Can also find you streaming on Twitch every now and then.
Every now and then. I'm mostly on Instagram now. Breakfast King with a 4 instead of an A for the first one. If anyone's curious about what I'm doing on there.
I'll post some links like I usually do in the description after the game. Estelle is a fantastic artist. What is it? Technically, is it graphic design? Is it drawing? I don't know what you call it.
I would say my style is usually more like comic book-ish, although lately it's been very cartoony, mostly because I was drawing a cartoon.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Illustration.
Yeah, illustrator. Yeah, there. Perfect. Thank you, CJ. Speaking of somebody who always knows what to say, CJ.
Like, Andrew, are you gonna go to Andrew next? Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's CJ. I'm here every now and then. You should go and check out all of the streams. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications on all of the things that are Tabletop Bob, so you can find out when I'm on the channel. Yeah, check out all the other stuff I've been in, like Icewind Dale and Tomb of Horrors and Shrine of Tomoa-chan and
Spelljammer.
Spelljammer.
Despite
Yeah.
what many of the fans say, we do keep CJ on here. It's
It's
you know
it's there's no n- all publicity is good publicity, even the bad stuff. What's
yeah.
the
I mean,
saying?
people are clamoring to get you off, but it's definitely something
Yeah.
we're opposed to. We're gonna keep you here. We like you.
It's all about engagement. So like even down votes or down like dislikes are considered engagement in the YouTube algorithm, so that really helps. Just
Don't listen to CJ. Don't dislike the video. All right.
don't dislike the
Like the
video, but just
video.
remember if you're disliking the video because of me, it's still engagement, so it still counts. It still works.
All right. We'll let you stay on. We'll let you
It's
stay on.
all about engagement. It's
Now
like,
let's.
subscribes, bell button hits, and comments below. Tell us all about
Thank you, CJ.
what you think.
Thank you. Now let's go to somebody who definitely came prepared for the game tonight. Dexter.
Okay. That's me. I've been on the channel a few times.
Yeah. And more than a few
Uh,
times now. This is your, like maybe your third or fourth game,
One
right?
of those. Yeah, one of those. Third
Yeah.
or fourth.
I never know.
Uh,
It's one or the other with me.
Yeah, something like that. Nothing else really to check out yet. Maybe in the future, though.
Okay.
To TBD. So
Okay. Dexter may be
Well-
president of the United States one day, so we gotta watch out.
yeah, or famous movie director, movie star. Either
I'll
way.
take it.
Or
Lots-
you
yeah.
know, Ronald Reagan path. Do both.
Hey, it's worked before, right?
It's worked before. Why not again?
As you can tell, I'm a little under the weather tonight, everybody. If you watch the channel regularly, you know that at the start of Curse of Strahd, which is our mainstay game, I was kind of had this cough and I could not get rid of it at the start of our campaign. Andrew, I was going to segue to you in a second, but now it seems that I cannot stay healthy. So always under the weather, but I did not want to postpone this game tonight. Trying to make it through. Got tea, honey,
He hurt
lemon.
his eye as well. Look,
Yeah.
Look at that.
You know
Yeah.
who else has a coffin?
Coffin.
Strahd.
Strahd. Yeah.
So bad. So bad. Oh gosh.
Like a stake to the heart. Or the lungs. Thank you, CJ. Yes, Andrew. Andrew, you are the only person that I like enough to have invited to play in Curse of Strahd on this panel. So tell us who you are.
I'm Andrew. You may recognize me as Rufus Gwaendar from Curse of Strahd. So I'm excited to play in this on my time off. And I'm wearing this lovely Santa tie to get into the insane mood that will be Mörk Borg, or Mörk Borg, as they say in Sweden.
That's right. It is technically pronounced Mörk Borg. That's what it says in the book. And it means dark fort. So we're going to see how dark this game can get. Like Andrew said, the game that would normally be on, we're on a little holiday break, the Curse of Strahd game, which we started here. It's been a big success. We're 5 episodes in. We also have a session 0. If you haven't checked that out, definitely go down to the channel and see, catch up, right? We're going to be off until January, so we have 2 or 3 weeks to catch up. Might be a good time to get started over the holidays when you're relaxing, time off. But Curse of Strahd has been a lot of fun, and I really am excited for the way that direction that game's going, because we just did a very important thing. And if I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you all know Curse of Strahd at all, you know the Taroka deck has a big part of it. If you're a D&D person, especially Curse of Strahd or Ravenloft, you know the Taroka deck has a big part of this game. So we got the reading in. So very excited. Check that out. And like I said, we do a lot here. We do a lot, despite what many people may think. All right, so let's jump into Mörk Borg, because I've been dying to play this game. I got this book, and I'm going to showcase the book here for now. It's a beautiful book. It's a work of art. This is like an Emmy Award winner. It's just like a high accolades all around. Every single person that talks about this book has high praise for it. I think I showed everyone here at this panel this book. I got it in, I think, July or June, and we had our tabletop barbecue at my house, and you all cornered me and said we got to play this game. So that's how this all started. I definitely chose you on merit, not because of you all put me under the gun, but definitely because you're all great people. And this book is really, it lives up to the hype. It is beautiful, like everything about it, from the design, the layout, it's perfectly thematic. I mean, it can be a little hard to read because it's, as you can see, it's so wildly like designed, but it all fits. Like the theme all fits. Like this is the map of the world. Like look at that. That is the map of the world. So like that tells you everything you need to know about this game. It's just wild and chaotic, dark. The tagline for this is that it is a doom metal album of a game, a spiked flail to the face, rules light, heavy everything else. This is Mörk Borg, and we're going to play this today. Now, if you've watched any of the other new game episodes, you know that we're not going to do this perfectly, right? This is very much a learning to play the game. None of us, if I recall, as of Sunday night when we had our pre-meeting, any of us have played this game before. I read through this book, a while back, and then I refreshed my memory, read through it this last week or so, and prepared to play our game. But when you play a new game, we're all going to make mistakes. So if we make a mistake, let us know down below in the comments so that we can right our wrongs for the next episode. It worked really well for most of these episodes. I would say the hardest game we played was the Warhammer game. Joey, you were part of that. Andrew, were you part of the Warhammer game? I forget.
The Warhammer 40,000.
Oh, yeah, you were. You were the commissar. Yeah, of course you were. That was the hardest game I think we played, right? Wouldn't you agree?
The hardest one.
Yeah, like to learn the rules.
Oh yeah, man, that was complicated.
It took a bit of time, like initially, but like once it was easy to like remember the rules.
Yeah, it was once you got into it, like most games, right? When you do it and you feel it around, you figure it out. But without going in cold, without anybody helping you or guiding you, that was a tough game. This game is very different, though. The rules, really, I would say, the entire game mechanics system is explained basically in one page. There's like a one-page document at the end. It fits on this tiny little this whole thing at the end is basically the rules reference, and it's kind of like all the rules, legitimately, like all the rules for the game are right here. So there's going to be a lot of openness to the game. It's going to be a lot of gray areas that the GM just kind of adjudicates, but also the players kind of help adjudicate because we're all kind of sharing the storytelling here. So this is heavy on roleplay and the theme, which is this dark, sinister world. It's hard to explain exactly a type of theme of it, but I mean, even the artwork kind of conjures up some images. I feel like it does have like a Mad Max type feel to it, where everything's very extreme, exaggerated, but I wouldn't say it's just like that. There is an apocalypse coming. There's an element of the end of the world. There's all different sorts of spirits, demons, undead, and I mean, like there is some semblance of civilization still, royalty and stuff like that. But for the most part, you're in a cold, dark world and on your own. And you may band together as heroes, but ultimately the world is ending. And it's been prophesized by this two-headed basilisk. And there's two of them, and they all do different things, and they're very confused. So either way, we're gonna make characters from the ground up here. Give you a little bit of a background onto this is the weapons section, by the way. As you can see, it's very differently organized than I would say the other RPGs we played. But it's a great game, and I really am excited to try it. So we're going to go through character creation, how to make a character. I've also put links down below to Mörk Borg's website, so you can download and get all of these documents, and you can even get the rules for free. You don't get the book, obviously, in this layout and everything, but you get a rules, print-friendly rules document, and it's everything you need to get started in the game. I think I'm getting better at seeing with one eye right now. But if I have to, I may take this eye patch off for at least the beginning part here. But we're going to be playing a game. We actually are going to get right into the game as soon as we're done making characters tonight, and then we'll finish this up over the next 2 weeks. So we'll play a total of 3 sessions. All right, so that's enough of my blabbering. Do you all want to play?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's mork this Borg.
Let's mork. All right,
Wait,
so
do we
let's...
Borg the Mork, or do we Mork the Borg?
Let's Borg this more. I don't know.
It's
which one do you
morkin'
want it to
time.
be? It's morkin' time.
Working time.
All right, I'm going to switch us
Heretical
over
priest.
to our...
Radical priest, I
Saber-tooth
choose you.
tiger. Right, that was the Mighty Morkin,
Yep.
Mighty Morkin Borgin Rangers.
Why did I invite you all? I forget.
You love us.
We gotta. Oh, sorry guys. We gotta take this serious. It's the apocalypse. Serious faces, okay?
All right.
Been wandering this wasteland for years. Snakes. They've sent their prophecies.
Now, let us know about the levels, the volume levels at home. I always wonder when we do a stream and first time. Let us know about our voices and the music here. I've got a very ominous tone going right now. Not sure if it's very audible, so let me know what you think, if we can hear it or not. All right, so we're going to start where it says to start here in the book. We are using a few optional rules. In fact, like all of them, I think. Because the book really does have, like I said, few rules. The basic mechanic of the game is very similar to a lot of D20 games, like D&D or 5e D&D and the like. It's rolling a D20 and adding some sort of modifier. Now, in this game, there are fewer ability scores. The ability scores in here are basically, there's 4 of them. There's agility, which is kind of like your dexterity, I would say, most likely. Dexter's favorite, definitely. There's strength, which is also typical. Then there's presence, which is a unique one because it kind of encompasses your mental prowess with as well as awareness and aim. So ranged attacks use presence instead of dexterity. Dexterity is more for like your dodging ability, your nimbleness, not necessarily hand-eye coordination. And then the last one is toughness, which is basically constitution. It's your damage threshold, resistances, things like that. And that's all. It's just those 4. So we're going to be getting into ability scores first, but that's the basic mechanic of this game, is rolling a d20 and adding one of those abilities to it. And they are ability scores kind of like D&D, where you have a roll and you get a target number, and then that number has a modifier. The highest modifier, if I'm not mistaken, that you can get from the go is like probably +2, maybe a +3. We'll have to look at the ability scores in a second, but it's low. Like, you're really not getting that many high scores from this, and you're only rolling 3d6. Now, the classes do mitigate this just a bit. So we're going to start with the classes, because if you're choosing a class, which is one of the optional rules, classes alone are just an optional rule. That's kind of a really weird thing to all of us. But the optional rules really start here then. So there are 6 classes in the main rulebook. There's the Fang Deserter, which is kind of like a warrior, a brute. They honestly like an orc is what it looks like. Then there's Gutterborn Scum, one of my favorite art pieces here. This is Rogi, Esoteric Hermit. I would assume sort of like a druid or sort of like that loner type character. Then you've got the Wretched Royalty, a noble of sorts. And then you've got your Heretical Priest, cleric type, and then Occult Herb Master. I'm not sure even what this would be. Maybe a mix between a druid and a cleric ranger. I don't know. But either way, there's no exact, analogy to D&D. I feel like this is such a twisted and dark game that everything's going to be very, very unique. But those are the 6 in the main rulebook. There are 4 other ones that are on the Mörk Borg website, which is, like I said, down below, link in description. And that's the Sacrilegious Songbird, the Pale One, the Forlorn Philosopher, and I might be missing one now off the top of my head, but either way.
Skinwalker, right?
Skinwalker, there we go. So ultimately, there are 10 character classes. So we're going to roll a d10 if you want to randomize it, but I know some of you had a one in mind. So we'll start first with the people who had a class in mind, and then we'll go through ability scores and getting your equipment and all that stuff. Because it actually starts character creation off traditionally. If you're not using the classes, you are what you own, the book says. So you start with equipment. So we'll go in the order with going with their suggestions of taking a class. We'll start with the class abilities. So, Joey, you had an idea for a character class, correct? You want to begin?
Yeah. I'm going with the Forlorn Philosopher. I sort of rolled into I just kept rolling until I got a Forlorn Philosopher, and I sort of
You kept rolling until you got what you wanted?
until I got the class, no, right?
It's not quite the point of rolling.
Oh, do you mean rolling the d10? Or are you talking about in the Scumberther thing?
Oh yeah, wait, how do we
You're just picking that.
So Joe, right now all we're doing is picking your class, and then we're going to make the character from the ground up. We're not using the random generator for this one. The only thing we're using a random generator for, which actually is a great tool, right? It's called Scumbirther. It's Mörk Borg's official character generator. So if you die, we will generate you up a new character right away. That way there's no like lull. Like as soon as the next scene happens, you can join us again.
I see.
But for this, we're going old school. We're going to input our characters' stats and everything into our Roll20. Old school, in our Roll20 digital thing. So
Okay.
Old
Alright,
school
Old
digital.
school. Yeah, old school
Um,
digital. Exactly.
Yeah. So do I get to like pick my background, or do I have to roll for it?
We're going to do all the rolls just as it says in the book. We're not going to do anything randomly generated, like the whole character. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're gonna if we randomly generate something, we will roll it. If it says roll a d8, we'll roll the d8, and we also have to roll in front of all the fans here. So we're gonna do it right on the side in a Roll20.
I
Alright.
see. Okay.
So what was your class, Joey?
Yeah, my class is the Forlorn Philosopher. My character
Very
is going to be like I personally don't think like optimists are delusional, but I do want my
Oh,
character
that's
to be a delusional optimist in this world.
You know,
Who just constantly finds the silver lining to everything.
Joey,
despite
it's such
all
a
that.
this is going such against type for you. You usually don't play a character like this.
Going, okay, really?
Never optimistic.
Just kidding. Joey's actually wearing his Rogal shirt today. So if there was ever a optimist that was, what'd you just describe
Like
it as
a delusional optimist.
if there was ever a delusional optimist,
So
it was
delusional.
Rogal. So
I don't think Rogal was delusional. He was
You wanted to try and talk
Same.
to a hag.
Save
wanted
the
to-
hag.
befriend.
countered it. You just didn't view her as an alien.
Yes, he was not delusional. You're right. So let's this is gonna be a totally different role playing
Guys
experience
are
for
just
you.
bigoted towards hags. That's all I'm saying.
I hope you're able to pull this off. Now, Joe, you also consider yourself to be somewhat of a philosopher in real life, no?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
So this might be like really right up your alley.
Yeah, I do read I read a lot of philosophy books. I've read, Myth of Sisyphus. I've been reading some Max Stirner. So I think I am prepared for this kind of apocalyptic, immoral world.
Every time we've like hung out, Joey, I feel like every time recently you always have this new like rabbit hole you're going down. So
I mean, that's basically what it is.
it's good. It's good. It's good. You're well read. You're well read. All right, so we know you're going philosopher. So we'll come back to you in just a second. Estelle, what about you?
Dude, no, we don't want to roll.
I
don't wanna
was
roll anything.
eyeing the sacrilegious songbird.
Oh, okay. This is also one from the digital content, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got two from the digital content, and that's the songbird. Tell me what the songbird is.
Basically, they sold their soul in order to become a better musician. And you get your ability is basically an instrument you got out of the deal. And I like the hurdy-gurdy look of one of them just for the name.
The hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, the
Dasha?
hurdy-gurdy. Not a hurdy-gurdy, a hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, that's an ability called a hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's
That's funny.
these all look like they'd be fun.
Is a hurdy-gurdy is like the thing that
It's
you
like the thing that you-
turn,
yeah.
you crank, right?
Yeah. That's the instrument. In fact, if you've watched other things here on the channel, Dasha, she actually can play the hurdy-gurdy. Talented musician, she is. So, this is you're right. That is what he has in his hand, isn't it? That's what he has in his hand, by the way, Estelle. I'm looking at the artwork right now.
Yeah.
That's the instrument.
He does.
I didn't realize what it was. I thought it was like his guts or something. That's a hurdy-gurdy. Oh, this is excellent. Okay, so here's yours. I have the artwork on the tokens. This is the sacrilegious songbird. And for Joey, here's your forlorn philosopher. In fact, this philosopher basically turned to stone, it looks like. So there you go.
He's so forlorn.
So
I think
forlorn.
they're contemplating whether or not they should jump. I think that's the.
Well, as the famous Van Halen once said, might as well jump.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to CJ. What are you thinking of playing?
So big.
I wasn't thinking anything. I think we can go to Dexter and Andrew first because
Oh,
I
so you
think
want
they
to
had
roll?
ideas. I
I
kind of want. Well, I want to hear what they are gonna be because I really had no idea. I didn't think about it.
Okay, so CJ might be rolling. We'll see
I
how it
might be
goes.
rolling.
What about you, Dexter? Was
I
there any?
wasn't
You want to be
sure.
the poorest gutter-born scum there was,
Gutterborn
right?
scum. He's definitely
Gutterborn
dressed
scum,
in that
yeah.
manner.
I was thinking. Well, why don't I try out Wretched Royalty? Why don't I try that out?
Really? What a 180. All right. And this is the artwork for Wretched Royalty. You can see this
That's artwork.
royal
Regal.
throne-sitting awful individual. Are you
Fascinating.
gonna have your cake and eat it too?
I'm gonna have someone else's cake and eat it.
Oh, there we go. All right. So, Dexter, what made you want to play Wretched Royalty?
I think it just spoke to me. Also, I feel like out of all of them, I don't know, I feel like you can play up the Wretched Royalty a lot.
Okay, you definitely can. Yeah. All right. So, and it also match your outfit, coincidentally.
Coincidentally.
Okay. All right. So we're going Wretched Royalty with you, and that's from the book. So that's one that's straight again from the pages. Let's go to Andrew. You had an idea?
Oh yes, I wish to play the Fang Deserter.
Yes. Why, Andrew? Why?
So the Fang Deserter has 30 or so friends who never let him down. His teeth, protruding, enormous, thick, and sharp. So this reminded me of Freddie Mercury from Queen. I'm a big fan of Queen, and Freddie Mercury said that his teeth were large and sharp, but he didn't want to get them fixed because they helped him sing the high notes. So I thought I would play him in tribute to Freddie Mercury.
This is great. Okay, so are you going to be also a musician, a singer?
No, I'm just going to try and bite people with my teeth.
Okay. I was like, we could have Estelle and you do a duet. It would be nice, but no. Okay. All right. So you wanted the brute force. You felt
Yeah,
like
I also wanted to hit people.
okay. All right. That works. That works. I hear in the apocalypse. And then last we'll go to CJ. So now you see what everybody else wants.
I see what everybody else wants. So I don't know that I'm gonna necessarily have to roll. Well, I could roll because people have chosen other ones, but I think I'm gonna go heretical priest.
Heretical priest. I love it.
Yes,
That's this one, right?
I think that's where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Yes, probably.
There we
I don't
go.
know.
Look at that priest. You can clearly tell they're a priest by the upside down crucifix.
Yes.
All right. So
because I wanted to be able to use powers, and they can use powers.
fair enough. Yes, you loved the other random rule we're using. You want to explain that too?
The fumble table for spells, the arcane catastrophe table,
Yes.
which is fantastic. When you screw up casting a spell, it explodes, and if you fail twice, you explode. But if you do it, I don't know. I guess if you screw up, who rolls the same result twice, explodes in screaming black fire. But there's one that's fantastic where your skeleton tries to escape from your body, and I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's like the auto death one, right? Or it's an auto death if you fail.
It's not an auto death. It's an you have to keep making strength checks
Yeah,
to not let your skeleton escape your body.
it's great. So many cool little things in this, in this game.
I also really appreciate that the heretical priest has on one of its ability on its begin with table a result for 666.
Oh, really? What is it?
It's
What does it give you?
A crucifix.
Oh, okay. So,
And the order goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6
oh, I
on the chart
like that.
for a d6.
Perfect. So, if you roll a 6, you roll another 6. Is that what it does?
No, I think it's just like they just added 666
Oh,
to
gotcha.
it to be like the number
The
of
little
the beast,
theme
but
there.
it's
Okay,
a little
good.
theme.
All right, so here's what happens next. So now that we've got our, and I'll work on the tokens in a little bit, but now that we've got our choices picked, each class tells you how to generate your ability scores. Like, for instance, I'm going to go with the Fang Deserter here. It says instead of ability scores like normal and where you would normally start, which is getting your equipment, it says you get certain boosts of abilities or things like that. So built like a bull, you're going to roll 3d6 and add 2 when it comes to rolling your strength, Andrew. But not a bright spark. You're going to roll 3d6 minus 1 for your agility and presence. So a bit of a takeaway, kind of like in another RPG where you get a bonus to one ability, penalties to others. And then it goes on and explains some other abilities or rules that you might have. Like yours also says you have a agility test or DR14 instead of DR12, excluding for defense. So that doesn't include when you're trying to defend yourself in combat, but any other time you need to take agility tests, it's going to be harder for you, kind of lumbering. You're illiterate. It means you can't understand scrolls. In fact, you'd rather eat them or use it as toilet paper. So scrolls will be useless for you if that's what you get as part of your random equipment. And
Well,
then
not
after,
useless.
Not useless. Toilet paper. You're right.
Everyone needs that. It
We
was
all
hard
know.
to get toilet paper during COVID. Imagine the apocalypse.
You'd be a rich man then.
There's no Charmin in this world, okay? Then you also get one of the following, and you roll a random d6, and that gives you another ability. So a lot of classes are basically structured like that. Some ability score changes, a couple of extra rules, and a random rule that your class gives you. And also generating like your normal, money and stuff like that. But honestly, for a lot of these, you're going to be able to just kind of go through and follow the steps. It's very easy, very straightforward. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have everybody roll abilities. Have yours up right now. So go to whatever page for your class and get ready to roll your abilities. We'll do them all out together. When I call on you, you'll tell us what you're rolling and if you get any bonuses to them or anything special that you need to roll at the start. We'll do all those random roll things and we'll go in order. Okay, so we're doing live, so don't jump the gun and go ahead of us. Start with Joey. Joey, what do you got for the Forlorn Philosopher?
Okay. So it begins with the 6d6. Or sorry,
D6 times
D6
10
times,
silver.
D6 times 10 silver and D4 omens. HP toughness plus D4. So how do we determine like?
So that's down on abilities. So you're gonna roll 3d6 plus 2 for your presence.
Start
Okay.
with your abilities, I believe. That's
Yeah,
I think what
so
you
we'll
should
start
start
there.
with. Yeah.
So I guess here's my. So I roll 3d6 plus 2 for my presence.
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
That's what it says,
Focus.
And that's what get. And that's
So
what
your
you-
focus.
Joey, these are like your strength, dexterity, constitution,
that's for your
D&D
presence,
stuff.
yeah.
So go ahead, roll your dice, and we'll see what comes up.
That's a 12.
And that's
I don't know. 14.
it's a 14
Yeah.
technically. So your presence, Joey, is 14. Write that down.
I don't think this is correct.
Why?
Well, it's 14, but the ability modifier is what, like a +2 or something for that?
No, this is just
So
your
the
score,
14
Joey. It's just your score. You get a modifier that goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you're
you
14,
you
it's a
just write the
+1.
modifier. It's plus
Yeah.
1, yeah.
You just write the
Oh, right.
modifier as a +1.
It's a +1. So 13 to 14 is on page 26 of the main rulebook. Your abilities are, like you said, presence, agility, strength, toughness, and a 14 gives you a bonus of +1. That's actually quite good. I mean, think about how hard it is to roll 14 on 3d6, right?
So when I was rolling Scum Birther or whatever,
Well, Scumbirther is just a random generator. It does the whole character all at once.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
We're not doing that. Yeah.
So my presence is 1.
+1.
+1.
+1.
+1.
So when you make a presence roll, it's going to be a d20 +1.
Yeah.
Okay, even though I rolled 14.
Yep.
Yes.
Before Joey, on page 26 of the main rulebook, it's just like
Oh.
D&D. It tells you what you roll and what your ability modifier is.
I see. Okay.
So yours is a +1 for a 14. Like I said, the max you can get is a +3, and you need a 17 for that.
Okay.
So go for it.
So yeah.
All right. So now I
you-
roll 3d6 times.
3d6 minus 2 for strength.
Do-do-do.
Oh,
So
What
that's
is it?
going to be -1. You rolled a
So-
7.
you rolled a 7, and is there a
I
penalty
know.
to this?
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
No, that's
so
That's a 5. I'm sorry. That's a 5. That's a -2.
It's a -2 total to your for
Yeah.
your strength score. -2. So you are weak.
You are weak.
You are so weak.
Sorry.
No, that's all good.
And then you
okay.
also have these other things. You test presence DR 14.
And it's toughness, or
You don't roll anything for that. Those are just going to be zeros.
wait, they really?
No, he
Oh,
rolls. He
no,
rolls for
you
them.
roll.
He,
You
he
roll
rolls for
3d6.
them. Yeah,
Oh,
he
you
rolls
still roll
for
for
them.
them.
Yep. You just
Okay.
roll 3d6 like normal. Yep.
I guess agility.
So
Or-
agility is an 11, and your other one is toughness.
11 is 0.
Yep.
Mhm.
0.
And then toughness is
That
hey
is
12,
also
which,
0.
which is also a 0.
So
So Joey has, just to summarize here, your presence is +1,
Yeah.
your toughness and agility are 0, and your strength is -2. That's honestly a solid character, Joey. This is like,
nah,
An academic.
yeah,
That's
an
all right.
academic.
Oh.
I like it.
yeah,
right.
you get to roll your toughness, which is
No, he did
so
that.
your your HP, which is a D4 plus your toughness.
A D4
D4
plus
plus-
0, Joey. Go ahead. This is your HP. 1. You have
There you
1
go.
hit point. Yeah, this is going to be great, Joe. A lot to philosophize about.
Now roll D6 times 10.
This is for
Wow.
gold
This is for silver, yeah.
or silver. Yeah, they don't even do gold. It's silver.
Do gold, no gold. For silver.
It's not a gold standard.
3d6? Sorry, what? How many?
1d6.
1d6 times 10.
Oh, 1d6.
You get 30 gold. Look
30
at you.
silver.
30 silver. I
You good?
can't even.
And 1d4
I can't even keep myself together here.
And then 1d4.
for omens.
These are your omens that
omens?
you get. Yeah, these are like kind of like luck tokens or.
3. You have 3
You have-
omens.
So,
Okay.
Joey, omens are really great. I want you to, when we're done with your rolls here, go to the omens page. It's on the main rulebook, page 38. It tells you exactly what you can use an omen for, and I'll just read them out right now. You can use an omen to either, it's like a luck point or an inspiration point in D&D. You can use them whenever you like. You could deal maximum damage with an attack by spending a luck point or an omen. You could reroll
Reroll
any
-3
dice. You can reroll
Reroll.
any dice, including somebody else's dice. You can lower the damage dealt by a d6. You can neutralize a crit, either a crit
Or a
hit
fumble.
or a fumble. And you could lower one's test DR by -4. So, like, even if you wanted to hit something or achieve something, whatever you want to do, you can make it easier to do by 4. So that's what these are omen tokens are for. And you have 3. That's a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
All right.
So, is that it?
I
Is
just
there-
look in the Forlorn Philosopher. There's a couple other things here you have to do, like you have to get
Yeah.
your roots of your
The dejection of your roots.
the dejection of your the
Do these
roots
seem
of
like background stuff?
This is background stuff.
this is it. So the roots of
I
your
kinda-
dejection.
Is there no way to like pick this?
If you want to pick it, you could.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Like stats and then numbers and stuff. Like I get it. Like that's what we roll for. But like in terms of like character building stuff, I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping to be able to choose.
I don't care.
All right.
Pick whatever you want. Which one do you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah, you also.
There was a particular roots of.
So here's what I'm going to do, Joe. You're going to do that.
I want. Oh, I wanted number 3. Brought up by like illiterate pig ignorant Charles, whatever the heck a Charles is, in a peaceful wasteland forest. And then I
Where's
wanted-
this? Where's this? I don't see it.
It's in the dejection of your roots.
It's not 3 though.
Yeah, it is. Brought up by illiterate pig ignorant Charles.
Oh, there's
on the
like
peaceful
2 of
waste.
them.
Oh,
Rainforest.
I see.
Where's the
Yes, yes, yes.
dejection?
You're looking at his
Dejection of your-
abilities. He gets the Tablet of Ochre Obscurity and one of the following.
I see. Okay.
He can roll
Uh,
that. D6
Yeah.
for that.
Okay, so you're gonna for your dejection of your roots, you're gonna choose 3 brought up by an illiterate pig ignorant Charles
like
in a peaceful waste.
wasteland forest.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
But,
fine.
like,
so you're
like somewhere away from like danger.
Yes.
And then what was it? There's another one where I wanted something like either I'm mocked by everybody or I wish like the ignorant masses just knew my genius. Like,
Okay, why don't we do this, Joe? You find out what other backgrounds you want to pick, and then the only thing you need to do extra though is pick one of your. You get an ability, this tablet of obscurity, ochre obscurity, and one of the following. You roll a d6, and you get one of these things.
He also
okay,
has
I'll roll. Do we roll for ability?
Yeah,
I can roll for it.
it's an ability. Yeah, go ahead, roll a d6. So the Flute of Tosk. Once per combat, when the creature dies, you may play this Bone Flute's Echoing Fugue. This deals an echo of the fatal damage to a random enemy in the vicinity. So
that's
you can,
pretty good.
Yeah, you can do some neat damage to people. So keep that. That's your special thing. You get that and the tablet. And then I think there's one other thing here: the Roots of Your Dejection. And this is also seems to be like a background.
He did that. He picked 3 on that one.
Oh, you picked 3 on that one. Okay, yes.
Yeah. The only other thing he has is a D6 on the weapon table and a D2 on the armor table.
Gotcha. Okay, Joey, why don't you roll those and tell us what you get?
Okay, so for
D6 on the weapon table?
Yeah, D6 on the weapon table. What do I got? Got a 4.
A 4 on the weapon table is a knife, and this does a D4 damage.
Nice.
And a D2 for the armor table.
Yeah. And this takes place of his normal weapons and stuff like that?
Yeah, this is what he rolls on the weapon
I
and
guess
armor
I'll just
table.
roll
Gotcha.
a D4.
No, just roll D2. Just / roll D2.
Alright,
Or
on a
1d2.
I'm rolling a D6. On a 1, 2, or 3, it's a 1.
Okay.
Just roll a 1d2.
I don't think he knows how to do that, CJ.
There we go.
think he
I rolled a
does
2. I rolled a 2 for armor.
2 for
You get
armor.
light. You have light armor.
Light armor.
There you go.
Okay. So, Joey, you
So
start
that's tier
putting
1.
all these into your character sheet, and we'll come back to you in a little bit.
Yep.
Let's go over to Estelle. Estelle, tell us about the songbird.
It looks honestly a little bare bones, but I can roll for okay, hold on. So I begin with 4d6 times 10 and d2 omens. And the HP is toughness plus d6.
So do you want to roll the abilities first? Like
Yeah, we got to
Yeah,
roll the
let's-
abilities.
We'll
Yeah.
do the 3d6.
Let's do that. It's all 3d6. Just okay.
You might have ones down in your abilities.
I'm looking as it.
There's
at
not
is
there's
right
not a
now.
lot there.
So it says your amplified personality makes
Is
up
that-
for your soul.
I see.
Yeah, you get 3d6 plus 2 for your presence, 3d6 minus 2 for your toughness, and then the rest of it's all normal. So
Okay, great. Okay.
go for the presence first.
Presence first, so that's +2.
Yep.
I have so many tabs open right now.
Yes.
All right.
That's pretty good.
15.
15. Is that a plus
That
one?
is.
That's
It's a plus
+1.
2.
Ooh.
That brings you to the +2. 14 was the number for the I
Alright.
think the gatekeeper for the ones.
Okay. Great. All right, let's do toughness then. It's a -2?
Yep, this one's -2. 3d6 -2. That's
I don't think I'm
2.
gonna last long.
that's a
It's a
2,
4.
right?
No, it's a 4. She added the -2.
A 4 is still the lowest you can get, a -3.
-3.
Oh my.
All right, so now we go to your normal stats, which is strength and agility. So which one do you want to do first?
All right. Strength, because it's up top.
God.
Is that a -1?
No, I think these are normal.
Yeah, it's just. Oh no,
Alright.
yeah, it's a 9 is a minus. Is it a 9 -1?
A 9 is a 0.
0. Yeah.
A 0.
All right. Neat. Okay, and agility 12.
And a 12 is also a 0.
0.
So you have
Gotta
a
love that normal
0.
distribution.
You have a 0 for strength and agility. You have a +2 to your presence, and a -3 to your toughness, which is. I'm excited to roll your hit points right now. Let's see what you get.
What do you have to roll for a +2?
15 is the number.
You get a minimum of 1 hit point. You'll be glad to know.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay,
Andrew.
toughness plus D6. Okay, so I gotta roll.
It's a
Wait,
minimum.
so I have a -3 and I have to add a D6
Yep.
to that.
Yes.
Could I fail at character creation?
You minimum of 1, like Andrew said.
No. But it would be funny if you
The
could.
character dies. In
You have 1. You have
Yeah,
1 hit
one.
point as well. First 2 characters, everybody in the chat.
Oh, no.
2 characters with 1 hit point.
We're doing great, guys.
We're off to a great start.
Oh god.
This is gonna be
Uh,
great. So let's see what abilities you got here. You also have to roll for
Omens.
D6.
Not-
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Two
You do
D.
get,
D2 omens. So it's either 1 or 2 omens.
All right, coin flip. Okay, I lost
you get
the
1
coin
omen.
flip.
1 omen.
You also get a D6 on the weapon table and a D3 on the armor table.
All right. I'm trying to keep up with the character sheet here. Sorry, could you repeat that?
A D6 on the weapon table and a D6 on the armor table.
Okay. What's the weapon table in front of them?
I have it.
Okay, great. Okay, rolling for weapon.
Mhm.
5.
So 5 for
War-
weapon is a warhammer. That's a D6 damage.
A warhammer.
Yep. Honestly, not the worst weapon. It's actually pretty good. And a D3 for the armor table.
Oh, goody. Let's see how well this does. That's a 1.
You have no armor.
No armor.
Okay, great. You know what? I'm a musician. I don't need to protect myself from the world because the world, I channel it through me for my music anyways.
Honestly, everything that's bad that's happened in your life is just another opportunity for a song. So,
Ah, yeah.
okay, so that's what you've got for your armor and weapons, and now, you get. It says here that you have a charm everywhere you go, capable of unsettling foes and calming friends. Spend a use of your daily powers to add or subtract a d6 to any morale check. We'll talk about that when we get to combat, so no worries there. And then finally, it says here you're gifted one of the following instruments. Roll your instrument, or honestly, if you really wanted the hurdy-gurdy, you could just take it.
I think she's taking the hurdy-gurdy.
Want to take the hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah, I want a hurdy-gurdy.
Okay, so hurdy-gurdy is the cranking stringed instrument. It's a thing of wood and gore, emits a droning sound that hurts the ears of creatures that fail a presence test against DR12. That's your dice check, basically. The first round is played. It deals D2 damage and increases D4 and beyond in subsequent rounds. So you do damage the longer you can play this thing.
Oh,
So-
goody.
So guys, Estelle has the hurdy-gurdy, and Joey just got that flute. Are we a band? Are we a post-apocalyptic band?
And Andrew's the singer.
I can sing, yeah.
Yeah, it was close.
I
Well,
got,
actually, hold on.
we need a
I was kind of looking at the different items.
we got a flautist, a hurdy-gurdyist. We need.
We need you to get us an instrument, CJ.
I need to get an instrument. Can I even get an instrument? I hope I can get an instrument.
There is one other thing you have to do here, Estelle. A deal was struck. So this is
Right.
actually your background here, and you roll a d6 and get one of them. Or, like Joey did, choose one of them. It's up to you.
I'm gonna roll a d6 for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 4.
So you are dreaming.
Dreaming
that's how,
in a disremembered ditch.
Yep, and that's how you got your ability, your magical
All right.
musical ability.
That's where you struck your deal with the devil.
Yeah.
It was not.
Crossroads.
It was not on a road to Georgia.
Right.
Um,
It's not.
It was in a ditch.
It was in a ditch.
You're probably trying to be buried alive. So that's you, Estelle. So start putting all this stuff into your character sheet. We'll come back to you in a
Yeah.
little bit to recap. All right, let's go to Joey.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel kind of nodding asking
Okay.
this question.
Then don't ask it.
I was looking at like a different item or a thing that I think almost like sort of plays to the theme of my character.
Okay, what is it?
So instead of the flute of Tosk, it's like
Oh.
the sash of Stylight. basically it makes it so that like I don't feel hungry even though like I still have to eat. Like, like I just feel like that sort of plays into the whole like delusional thing where it's like, no, I don't feel hungry.
Joey, if you want to break up the band, that's okay.
That's
All
fine.
right.
We barely formed. Now you just want to do your solo act?
Yeah.
Really?
He's doing a solo album already.
Is that okay with the group?
You know what? You want to do your own album of spoken word.
He's going,
Whatever.
He already wants to go solo. Fine.
He is
No.
optimistic.
Take it, Joe. Whatever you like. All right, so let's go to CJ. CJ, what are you going to be again?
Okay. I was the heretical priest. Is that what I said? I
Yes,
believe I said
heretical priest, and I've got that one in the book here. So
Yes, I have this in here, right up here. Okay. So I've got insightful, so not question mark. That's 2 for 3 to 6 plus 2 for presence. Oh my god, that's a 9. That's a 0?
Pretty good.
A 0 for presence? That's pretty good. Yeah.
0 for presence, yep.
Okay. 3d6 minus 2 for strength. Also a 9.
All right.
All right, then we go roll.
Strength? No, sorry, toughness?
Toughness. 12. Also
Still
a 0.
0. Agility?
Come on.
10.
Yeah.
Also a 0.
Zeros across the board.
What an impressive
Really?
character.
Love the normal distribution. All right.
So we're going zeros
Uh,
across the board for everybody.
Yes.
All right. Or for you, at least.
Yep.
Now, you do get a couple other things here. You get weapons, a d8 on the weapons table.
Well, hold on. I'm going to do my silver, which is 3d6 times 10.
Sure.
So I have
Oh,
120
I forgot to
silver.
do that.
Okay,
The
do
silver.
it. You can roll it.
Where's my
That's,
silver here? This is good. I didn't have to change anything on my character sheet until now. Where's silver on here? Silver. Ah, it looks like giver.
Oh, give her because of the S, the stylized S.
Looks,
Yeah.
the stylized S.
Estelle got a decent amount of gold, looks like.
Yeah, it's times 10.
170 gold for you,
170.
120
Oh,
for
okay.
CJ. Now, CJ, toughness plus d8 is your hit points.
Wait, it's more than one.
Yes.
Hey!
Oh.
8.
Max 8
So-
hit points.
CJ is on fire right now.
I'm on
CJ, you also have to
fire.
roll d4
You are going to
omens.
carry us.
D4 omens.
Oh, yes, D4 omens. 2 omens.
Solid, solid. You are so average with most things,
I'm so just.
but your hit points are through the roof. right.
Yeah.
Now
And
you
then I
get,
have-
well, this is cool. You get to roll a d8 on the weapons table. Not many people get to roll d8s. Everybody else has been rolling a d4. I think Estelle was a d6. You roll a d8.
D8 on 4. All right.
All right, I
Okay.
think it's a dagger or a knife like Joey had. Yeah, knife. It's a d4 damage. Not bad. It's whatever.
Equipment. Where is weapons? Add.
And then the best part for you, what I like a lot, you do get to you may use powers while wearing medium armor, but you don't get armor. You begin
Right.
with one of the following items here. So roll a d6, and maybe you'll get your 666 number if you like. But we'll see what you get.
Can I just pick? Everyone else got to pick. I got 5. Stones taken from Thel Amas's lost temple. Cast the stones on the ground. Their pattern reveals if danger lurks in an adjacent room. The stones can lie. Great. Just be like, hey, stones, wheel or woe.
Totally, totally worth it. Power. And if
The
the stones
priest
if the stones are anything like the goddess Rylena from Tomb of Horrors, ooh, look out.
Go watch Tomb of Horrors, everybody. Rylena really
Wheel
is
or
good.
woe.
wheel or woe.
All right, so CJ, you could choose another one if you want. Everybody did pick, so it's up to you. But think about it. Right now, we'll put the stone in as your potential item.
I'll take the stone.
Okay.
I'll hold on to the stones.
And then you get the unholy origins of your character, the background. Now, Just one thing to note here, everybody. I don't know if you can see this at home, but like, look how where the origins start. They start on this like middle left right hand column, and then they start to go sideways down the page just for no reason, just because it's chaotic. So see what you get here, CJ. D6.
It's very different in the bare bones edition. It's just straight. It's like regular text. 5. One of the
course, I
many
have to
gray.
turn this.
I was in one of the many Graven Tusk thief tunnels.
There you go. That's where you were found. That's where you turned. Your unholy origin started there in the thief tunnels. Sounds right.
Sounds right.
All right, now let's go over to who's next? Dexter? My wretched royalty?
Oh, we're going to me?
That's
Okay.
you. You're my wretched royalty.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does look like Andrew's before you, actually. You're right. Never mind. We'll go to you last. We'll save the royalty. Best for last. Andrew,
Oh, okay.
my fang
alright.
deserter.
I'm ready to roll for strength.
Let's do it.
5.
Oh my god.
That is
Is
the
that
worst
triple
roll
ones?
it is possible to roll.
A 5 for
Oh my
strength for
God.
for the melee character.
Not a
Oh
four.
boy, it's gonna be great.
I think we've learned
Okay.
why you're a deserter.
Wow.
Moving swiftly on. This is agility.
That's
11
-1
minus
as well.
1 is 10, which is 0.
Mm-hmm. Presence
And presence.
also -1.
-1.
Let's see what you get.
8.
So that's with the -1.
That's minus.
So that's a
that comes to -1, yeah.
It comes to -1.
Is your strength -3?
5 is actually -2.
Okay.
Yeah, -2.
And then we
Great
go
for me.
to your last one, which is
Toughness.
toughness.
13. Oh, it's actually good.
13 is
Plus
+1. Look at you. You're on fire.
Great.
Now, let's see what else the Fang Deserter gets. So you get, those are your abilities. You also have the issue with agility tests. We'll come up with that in the gameplay.
Uh-huh.
You're illiterate, so that's not going to help you. But you do get one of the following. So roll a d6, or like the others have been saying, choose if you'd like to.
I'll just roll it. 3.
Oh, the
Wizard
wizard teeth. 4 teeth rattle in a blackened pouch. Before battle, roll a d6 for each one. For every 6 one of your attacks, for every 6 one, 6 for every 6,
Every 6.
one of your attacks deals maximum damage.
I wanted the wizard teeth.
You did.
Mhm.
Well, you're gonna need it because your strength is so poor. So. Okay.
And now I'm going to do my silver.
Yep. 2d6 times 10 silver.
40.
40 silver. You get 2 d2 omens.
I just roll a d6. I roll a d4 actually. Oh, 1. Great.
1 omen, and your HP is your toughness plus d10.
d10 now. This is where it matters, right? So what have I got? Toughness, I've got 1 plus. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 hit points.
Yep. And then also you get an earliest memory.
Let's see. 5.
That is.
Following an army in
Go ahead.
eastern Vastland.
It's pretty straightforward for a soldier. You were following an army. Makes sense.
Right.
And then the last thing here is your weapons. Where is
I've
your
got the
weapons?
weapon and the armor. It's d10 because it's just normal.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So for weapon, I get 3.
A 3. You had the chance for the big sword, but you get a short sword instead, a d4 damage.
Well, I have my teeth, which are d6 damage. So
There you go.
and now armor. 3.
Medium armor, scale or other male armor. It does -4 to damage and
Minus
minus
D4
d4 to damage, and it's counting as tier 2. So
Great.
it's a solid at this point. You will have +2 to agility test while you're wearing it for defense. So you'll have a +2 to all of your agility DRs, which is not great. but better than taking damage. So, okay, so that's the end of your turn. One thing, if you're done, by the way, I know everybody else might be done filling their sheet. One of the things you could do at this point is use your silver and spend it. On page 25, there's an equipment list, and I'll do Dexter's while you're shopping around. But you have your silver, and go ahead and buy anything else you would like. Anything
I'm
on
a
this
little
chart that you
perturbed.
can afford.
A little
I
perturbed by my strength.
We
Yeah.
don't roll the other equipment. We were just buying it outright.
Oh, so you can buy equipment, but you're right. You do get the other random equipment. We should do that as well.
Okay.
We'll do that at the end then. But you might want to buy some other equipment with your stuff. So
Gotcha.
we'll see. Dexter, let's go to you. You are the wretched royalty.
Let's go. You are the wretched royalty.
Dexter, what you got?
Well, painfully average, so no adjustments to any abilities.
Really?
Yep, just me.
Oh yeah, it even says painfully average. Yeah, you're right. That's good.
Oh yeah, verbatim. So
All
I'm
right,
just
so-
gonna roll. So should I start with
Yes.
presents?
Yep. Start with your presents if you like.
All right,
Oh my God,
let's go.
a
There we are.
15 for presents. That's +2.
That's supposed to. And should I put the 15 or do I put a 2?
It's a
into
2.
my,
Yeah, it's a
Two.
2.
Okay.
Just the
to-
ability modifier matters.
Excellent. Okay, and then what is it next? Agility? Or,
Yeah, you could do it any order you'd like.
Yeah, we'll do agility.
Painfully
0.
average.
Perfect. That's what I like to see.
This is 0 for agility.
And that's 0 for strength as well.
0 for strength.
And
And last
that's
one's
0 for
toughness.
strength as well.
Last one is toughness. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. I can see why
my
you're
God.
wretched.
Ooh. Is that
You're
a
angry
minus
all the time because you're hungry. You're skin and bones here. Your toughness is a 5. That's a -2.
Hmm.
So we might have another 1 hit point wonder here.
No,
One hit
sir.
wonders.
You have
Certainly.
for in terms of toughness, you have a D6 plus your your hit points is D6 plus your toughness. So roll a D6.
I would love to. 6.
You
Okay,
get 2 hit
2.
points.
2 hit points. That's big.
That is big.
That is huge.
Now for money, you get 4d6 times 10 silver.
Yeah, this is quite a bit. 160 silver.
160. It's nothing to sneeze at here. D2 omens.
D2 owns. I do not know how to do that either. So
Just roll a D4 and we'll do lower is 1. 1.
Okay, one
So you get
omen.
1 omen. Now, the other things here is it says you get a D8 on the weapons table and a D4 on the armor table, but you can't get heavy armor. If you roll heavy armor, you begin with 2 of the following things. So instead of the heavy armor, I think you would get 2 special items, but no armor. So roll.
Roll a d4 on the armor table, but reroll if you receive it. I think it just.
Oh no,
reroll.
sorry. Reroll, just straight up reroll. Yeah, you can't get heavy armor. Okay, gotcha.
So we're going for a 3.
Hey,
Perfect.
look at that. This royalty's got it. So you're gonna get medium armor. Perfect.
So that's a tier 2, right? And that's scale or whatever.
Yeah. And then
Perfect.
you get a D8 on the weapons table. I guess you do get pretty good weapons being in nobility, right? Oh my god. You get a flail. Oh, it's so cool. It's a D8 damage. Look at the flail. It's literally got the big 8 in it.
So let me see that. Wait. Oh yeah, that's me right there.
Spiked flail. All right, and then the last thing you have to do is roll your 2 special items. Or choose if you'd like.
Yeah, let's see. Let's go down. Let's take a gander at these. I get 2 of these.
You get 2 of these. The
All right,
blade of your ancestors.
Do I just roll 2d6? Hope I don't get the same number.
Yeah, do it. Roll. See what you get.
Okay, let's.
Okay. roll another dice. Of
I think
course.
that's actually just like me. All right, so we got a 4 and a 2. All right, I got
The poltroon of the court jester.
yes. Patron the court gesture will practically useless, personally irritating and an emotional drain. Poltroon's capering
This is great.
actually makes enemies lose their focus in combat. For the first 2 rounds, you and your allies get +2 on attack and defense. Wow,
Let's
that's
go.
really good.
That's huge.
It's actually good. It's crazy. And then Ham Fun the Squad. Wow, I'm coming with my whole posse. What is this intensely cowardly this intensely cowardly servant acts only as guardian for the scabbard of the cursed sword Eureka. Once per combat, if Ham can be found, Eureka may be drawn. The sword does wait, what do you mean if he can be found? Does 2d6 damage, and for every swing of Eureka, roll a d6. On a 1, the squire is slain, and Eureka vanishes forever.
Okay, this is going to be wild to play out in the game because
So if he can be found is something I'm kind of okay.
okay, so you have
So
two
he's
hirelings
hiding-
basically, right?
He's
You
gonna
have,
be hiding somewhere every combat.
yeah, he's cowardly. So when he sees combat, he runs and hides, and you have to find him. Not to mention the fact that you have 2 hirelings with you.
I mean,
Okay, so there you go. They might just be useful for dying instead of you all.
that's accurate. Well,
Yeah.
they'll definitely be standing. Well, one of them will be standing right in front of me. That's for sure.
The
my
jester.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I
That-
think we're all set, right?
Can we
Yeah.
roll for the free equipment on
Yes.
page 21 and 22?
Although I think you do get one more, your background, right? You get your D6 for background. Yeah, it's on the side here. Things that were going so well until. Roll your D6.
Yeah, I do get that, don't I?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
6. Okay, perfect. That's the one I wanted.
So things were going so well until Anthelia demanded a gift of noble blood. Oh,
Is that one of the female snakes?
it could be. Yeah, I think it was the basilisks. It could be. I'm not sure. I forget their names. They've got some weird
Wow.
names. But either way,
Yeah.
somebody wanted your blood, and you probably said no. And that is why you're in the predicament you're in the start of our adventure.
Yeah.
It works
I
out
think-
perfectly.
Is she like the queen of one of the lands? The one whose I think emotions are connected to the land or something?
Oh, yes, she's like the ice queen. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm not sure. There's a ton of lore here, everybody, that you have to sift through, and it's all in this book. But we'll figure it out. So Dexter's good. Everybody's rolled all their things for their classes. Now we're ready to roll for the standard equipment, and then we're going to do some other things to tailor our characters and get some flavor to them. So let's start. If you open up to page 18 and 19 in the core rules, you'll see that everybody rolls a d6 and then 2 d12s. You can all roll them. I'll come to you and we'll announce what we've all got. But we'll start. You can all do your rolls. It's fine. Do your rolls. D6 and 2 d12s, and then we'll come to you all.
60.
Andrew, since you had yours ready to go, why don't we start with you? What'd you get for your d6 roll?
2.
A 2. So nothing.
Great.
The chart literally is 1 and 2 is the 1 and the 2 is nothing. 3 or higher is stuff.
I
So
got
we'll skip
a
that one.
so I'm not getting anything either.
Andrew, what's your D12? First D12.
7.
Oh, a medicine chest. Presence plus 4 uses.
Uses.
And
Oh,
it
that's
stops
nice.
bleeding, infection, and heals a D6 hit points. Like a med kit, basically.
Cool.
And your
And
second
the last
D12?
one was 2.
Or scared
Oh, yeah.
scroll. A sacred scroll. Excuse me, not
I
scared.
have to re-roll that because I'm not allowed them.
No, I
9.
think. Am I wrong? You just don't get any. You don't get to use it. You don't get reroll
It says
at
I
all.
can re-roll.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
9.
A shield. That will be helpful for you.
Shield.
So it helps you. It reduces damage by 1.
Right.
Or you can have the shield break to ignore one attack entirely. So that might be useful.
Mhm.
Great. Now let's go to Estelle. You have yours roll?
Yeah. For the D12s, I got a 2 and a 4.
I take it the 1 on the D6?
Yeah, I got a 1 on D6.
Okay, so your 2 is presence plus 4 torches, and the 4 is D4 monkeys that ignore but love you.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Okay, they have a punch and a bite of D4 and a D4 plus 2 hit points each. So you're going to keep track of that. I am certainly
Okay.
not keeping track of that.
Uh,
So, keep track of that.
I'll have to remember these monkeys. Oh my goodness.
You
I
may have
need to
to
roll for
name
how
them
many
as
I
well.
have.
You
Yeah, I
get
have to
D4.
name them.
You have a D4. Did you roll your D4 for how many?
Hold on.
Because that's important.
I got 2.
So you have 2 monkeys, all right?
Oh my goodness. I'm so psyched about this. And with the presents plus 4 torches, does that mean I have 6 torches then?
Yep.
Neat.
Sweet. All right, and Joey, what did you get?
I rolled D6, right?
Yes. You didn't roll yet?
I got 6.
You have a donkey.
Nice.
It actually says donkey. Not bad. Literally, that's what it
Great.
says. Not bad. Or one of the above of your choice. But the above is, I don't think you're going to want to pass up on the donkey here. It's a small wagon, a sack, or a backpack.
Keep the donkey.
Keep
'cause
the
I rolled
donkey,
a 5.
right?
Because I rolled a 5, which means I got a small wagon, which means I can hitch my wagon to your donkey.
Yeah. And Joey, too, like the philosopher. I mean, this donkey could be like Eeyore.
Door.
Sorry, my internet's like
Oh, okay.
sketching out a little.
You're good now.
Yeah, no. Definitely donkey.
Yeah, okay. Think about your donkey, all right?
I got my donkey.
What'd you roll for your D12s?
D12s. How many D12s do I have?
2.
Donkey. Sorry, just gotta write that down.
I'm gonna write down the monkey health real quick, which is a weird sentence to say.
The monkey health.
Alright.
I see a 10 and a 4, Joe. 10-4?
10-4, yeah.
10 is a bomb.
I have a bomb.
You have a bomb. It's a sealed bottle and it does D10 damage.
Okay.
And then the 4 is monkeys, but let's re-roll that because Estelle's got the monkeys. Let's roll another one. So we get a
Aha!
unique one here.
11.
You have a lard. It may function as 5 meals in a pinch.
Nice.
I think that's
Okay.
probably appropriate for what your character would eat. Like, you don't want to even have the pleasure of food, right?
I'm fine. See my lard. I'm fine, you guys. I have lard. It's fine. You got, I don't need to eat anything. It's fine. I have
sash-
lard.
My sash says if I wear it for like a D4 days or something like that, I pass out.
Okay, well, lard will sustain you, and it won't give you any like, real flavor or value, right?
Yeah.
Won't bring you any
Apparently
happiness or joy.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good here. Let's
What,
go to. Sorry, go
wait,
ahead.
I don't think I rolled for my ochre of obscurity tablet of ochre obscurity.
I think you get
was
that
your thing.
automatically. Yeah.
That's what you
No,
get.
I get it, but I think it has.
And then the other thing that you rolled for was your sash.
Yeah, no. You're talking about my dejection.
We're talking about the sash.
No. I agree that like I changed that to a 5, but the ochre, the tablet of obscurity,
Yeah.
that
You get-
I rolled 10 for.
When do you roll it?
I think I roll it when I get it.
What does it do?
I think it's just some sort of magical like item.
All right, let
that,
me look at it. We'll come back to that. We can always
Yeah.
just finish that up at the end.
Yeah, I know. I have it right in front of me.
Okay.
So it's like there essentially there's just like a 10 different options. I imagine I roll for it. And basically it can be sold for 100 silver. Each counts as a normal sized item. If player character fumbles an attack or defense, tablets otherwise follow the same rules as it's a scroll, but so however scrolls work.
Yeah, that's in the magic section. So basically, you have to make a presence check, and it's a DR usually a DR 12, but some of them I guess could be different. But either way, it's casting a spell basically. So I don't think you do anything with that right now.
Well, it says
That's in game. It sounds like.
Yeah,
And
it
then
sounds like
some-
in game when you use it.
Wait, he gets one of
okay.
those tablets.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what I think it is. You begin with one tablet of ochre obscurity and one of the following, which you rolled your sash, and then you use the tablet in game. That's what I
Yep.
think
And
it
then
is.
every time I use it, it has like a random 10 result, or
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yep. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And if we're wrong. Somebody let us know in the comments. But I think that's what it sounds like, an in-game thing when you're playing.
Okay, because I saw one of the abilities was like, oh, my tablet is actually ingrained on my skin, and I roll for what it does every morning.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so like sounds like in the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So now we go to CJ. What'd you roll?
Well, I rolled where was I? I rolled a 5, which gets me the cart.
Okay, you have a
I'm gonna
small
keep-
wagon. Yep.
I have a small wagon.
I have the
Second-
donkey, so now we can.
Yeah. Now I can hitch the wagon to the donkey. But then I rolled a 10 and an 11, so I also got a bomb and lard.
Want to roll it again?
I would love to roll it again.
Sure.
Give me one moment.
Nope. 10 and a 12.
Well, the 12 is a tent. That's cool.
All right, so I'll take the 10, and I guess it really wants me to have a bomb.
Okay, take a bomb as well.
Just really, really wants me to have.
Who told you to take the bomb? I didn't tell you to take a bomb.
Someone set us up the bomb.
All right, so you guys are the bomb. That's what it is, really. You guys are the bomb. All right, so now we're going to Dexter. I think you're the last one to roll.
Yep. I got a 2, which is nothing,
Nothing.
and then I
Nothing.
3 and a 3.
A lantern and a small but vicious dog.
Yep. So I got my royal dog with me.
What kind of dog?
A corgi.
They are
Of
vicious.
course. They are very royal.
Of
A
course, it's a
perfect
corgi.
dog for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Its name is Princess, as all vicious dogs must have very adorable names. This is a known fact.
That's great. Okay, so you have a vicious corgi.
Okay,
And-
and it has it has D6 plus 2 HP, so I actually have to roll a D6
Yeah.
right now.
And its bite does a D4 and it only obeys you.
7 HP, it's
Guys, the dog is the tank.
3 times as
The-
healthy as I am.
Guys, the dog is the tank. You guys are just, you are the NPCs for this dog.
we're just living in this dog's world.
That's crazy.
The dog is legitimately more of a threat than you all are. Like, it does just as much damage as every one of you except for, I think, Dexter, I think, you have the flail.
Yeah.
Everybody here does like a D4 or D6. It does a D4. It's pretty much right there with all of you. And it's got 7 hit points.
My bite is more powerful. My bite is D6.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so now that we've gotten past the weapons and abilities and all your things like that, we just have to do a couple last things. You got to name your character, which you might not have right on hand here, but there are some optional tables that I want you all to roll on. So if
I have a character.
I have my name.
So if everybody could just go to, before you get the names out there, go to page 39 in the main rulebook, optional tables. All right. So we are all going to roll on the terrible traits. It says you roll twice here, and this gives you just a little bit to flavor your character. Broken bodies chart, we're going to roll on. I'll let you roll on that as many times as you'd like, honestly, but at least once. And then the bad habits table and troubling tales. These are going to be like little things, little snippets to add to your background of your character. I think a lot of these fit in to any of your ideas you might have had. So let's start. Let's have everybody roll 2d20s, and when you're ready, let me know what you got. And for this, I'm just going to go back to our normal screen so we have a little bit more view here.
I got a 10 and an 8.
Okay, Andrew, 10 and an 8. You are... I don't see 10. Oh, no, it's right there.
Rude.
Shrewd. Hold on, everybody. This is why I didn't see 10. because it shows shrewd is right next to 9. So I didn't even see it on the chart, but you're right. You are shrewd and lazy. Sorry, you didn't roll 13, did you? What'd you roll?
An 8.
An 8, sorry. 10 is shrewd and an 8 is prone to substance abuse.
Nice.
Great. What'd you get, CJ?
I got where is it? 11 and 1. I am endlessly aggravated and vindictive.
Wow, like you in real life.
Exactly like me in
amazing.
real life.
Dexter?
I got a 10 and a 6, which makes me both shrewd but also egocentric.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is,
fitting.
I mean, royalty to a T.
Very fitting.
Royalty to a T.
I'm so glad that this character has really worked out.
It's really shaping up for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like it's like perfect.
Yeah. Joey, what about you? Joey, you there? Is he frozen?
All right, no, wasn't me then. I got
What'd you get?
endlessly aggravated and cowardly.
This kind of works out too, doesn't it?
It does. I guess endlessly aggravated. I don't think works for my character. I was wondering if I could re-roll that.
Sure. Go ahead. Cowardly, though, works?
Cowardly totally works. Absolutely.
Getting flashbacks of Howard.
Oh, problems with authority.
Okay.
That
I
seems
guess
to
so.
work.
Cowardly and almost with authority.
Yeah, you like to talk behind the authority's back. That's all.
Just not to their face.
Yeah. All right, and then Estelle, what'd you get?
I got conflicted and lazy, which sounds like a terrible combination to have as a person. Because you just worry about these things, but you're not really motivated to do anything about it.
Yep. Lots of decision paralysis for you. All right, now let's roll a d20 on the broken bodies table. 1 d20. Unless you want to roll twice, I guess, but one seems good enough. All right, what'd you get, Joe?
Ooh, sorry. What
Okay,
are rolling?
a d20 for the broken bodies. 13?
Yep.
You have a juddering and stuttering from nerve damage or stress. I can't wait to hear your oration. It's going to be great.
Okay.
And then what'd you get there, CJ? 12?
I got 12. I have broken ears and broken and crushed ears.
Ooh.
Been in a boxing match. Used to be a
Oof.
boxer. Used to
Nice.
be I could have been a contender.
Nice cauliflower ear. Perfect.
Yeah.
Estelle?
I got 17, which is resting maniac face. Making friends is hard.
This is fantastic. Dexter, a 9?
Got a 9, yes.
Hands caked with sores. What are you doing all day with your hands?
Forcing other people to do dirty work.
You play with the corgi too much, it seems.
Yeah.
Here we go. And Andrew, what'd you get?
Got 3. Rotten face. Wears a mask.
Ooh, I like that. And it
Sense.
ties in with your terrible toughness. Or strength, whatever you have. I don't even know what you have.
Strength, yeah.
Strength, yeah.
Bob, I
Just
think you rolled
Weakening
a
my
19.
jaw bite muscles.
Yeah. That's the only strong muscle you have is your jaw muscle.
Yeah, right.
All right, perfect. So the
Which is you.
broken bodies. Now we're all going to roll one more d20, and this is the bad habits table.
Yeah. I apparently got 13.
13, Joe?
Yeah.
Permanent phlegm deposit in your throat. You continuously cough, snort, spit,
Oh,
and
we
swallow.
got the best ones.
Oh my god. That actually sounds like my fucking nightmare.
CJ, did you see the one that you got?
Yes.
What'd you get, CJ?
I got giggle insanely at the worst possible time.
Oh, it's so good.
Guys, this game is crazy. This game is crazy. What'd you get, Estelle?
Oh no, I got 5, which is fitting for a musician. Cannot tolerate criticism of any kind. Results in rage and weeping.
Oh my.
That's a really bad one. You should be ashamed.
Shut up!
What'd you get, Andrew?
Well, I got 13, which is the same as Joey.
Roll again. Roll again.
Roll again, right?
Roll again. We can't have two.
You want mine? I can roll.
2 coffee Flemmy boy.
I can't listen to that thing.
Roll
same as
again.
me.
Roll again.
12.
You
Stress response is aesthetic display. The worse things get, the fancier you need to be. With my rotten face.
Dexter, what'd you get?
So I'm looking at these, and I'm pretty sure the only one that actually has game mechanics.
What'd you get?
I got a 19. So I have to whistle while I'm trying to hide, and I deny that I'm whistling when I try to hide, but also I whistle when a 5, 7, 9, 11, or 13 roll.
Wait. That's any D20. That's any D20.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So yeah, I think that's just my royal whistle that will
Oh
be
my
here.
god. It's royal.
Wait, can you whistle?
Can you whistle?
Yeah, I have no idea.
So your mic probably mutes it because it's a high register.
Loud. Oh,
A lot Zoom does that, actually compresses a lot of noise. So we have to have a whistle like sign. I am whistling. This is great. Oh my god. When a 5, 7, 9, 11, or 13 is rolled on any D20, you have to be ready for this, Dexter. Oh my god. Okay.
I feel bad, but speaking to my best friend's skull sounds so fucking fun.
Yeah. Or you pick your nose so deep it bleeds.
Oh. Wait.
That
is a bad habit.
That you can't hear me whistling.
Actually, a 10 is a good one for you, Joey. A nihilist. You insist
Yeah,
on
I was
telling
kind of
everyone that
hoping.
you are a nihilist and explaining why.
Can I go for that? Is that fine?
Take it.
Okay. But like, here's the thing. Can I be a nihilist who thinks he's an optimist?
You can do whatever you want.
Like, that's sort of the idea, is that like I espouse that I'm an optimist, but actually like what I'm saying is really
Remember, these are bad habits. They're not things that like you know, they like everybody's got habits they do, and you might have a way you view the world, but these bad habits are just things that you just can't stop. So it's not like you encourage it or want it even. I guess unless you're Dexter, then you try to hide your whistling. And it hides really well on Zoom.
So sad.
All right, so now that we're done with the bad habits and everything, there's one last chart to roll on. It's another D20, and it's the troubling tales. These are things that tie the group together.
Wait, do we roll?
Oh,
Is it just one roll?
No, it's one roll. You're right. I apologize. It's one roll. Who rolled first?
I did. I think I rolled 12.
We'll take the 12. So
wait. How many people got a 12?
Wait, how
Wait a
All
minute.
3 of you.
Oh my god.
hold on, chat. Hold on.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
God.
crazy.
Hold on, chat. We got to go because I didn't have the thing up for these. These
What?
don't matter. These are just random numbers. But look at this right now. Hold on. You've
Four
got to
was
see
rolled
this.
five.
We just said we're gonna roll. You know, whatever. Look at this. Look at that. They're all 12s. Everybody that rolled on this chart just right now, 3 of them, Joey, Dexter, and Estelle, all rolled 12s. It's fate. It has to be 12.
Has to be 12. Yeah, no, it has to be. It has to be
12.
that evil creatures love the scent of your spore and are drawn to it, bringing disaster in your way.
Wow.
So wherever we go, like essentially when we leave, it gets overrun.
Okay. So this is something that happens with you guys as a group. I don't know.
Like,
This feels like Xavier Renegade Angel.
it's like,
We're like gonna go from town to town.
yeah,
trying-
we're like, I left my phone in the bar. Then you go in the bar. Oh, I'm leaving the bar now.
and then evil creatures.
There's evil creatures that consuming everybody.
Boy. Oh boy. All right. So
Okay.
your characters are made. How did that feel?
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that whole process.
This
Yeah.
was a lot of
This
fun.
is I really really am gonna feel bad if Joey's character dies because he made so many choices to go for this like very specific character he wants to play, but he still only has one hit point.
Well, I don't mind the character having like one hit point. I also don't mind if the character dies. Um,
I'm just going to bite you into the first hour.
No.
no, but I do have a name for my character.
Let's share the names. Go ahead.
It is Ost Rich, the optimist.
Okay. Ost, the optimist.
Mine is
Sorry,
Ost. Mörk.
Ostrich.
OST, and then last name RICH.
Ost.
Your name is
Ost.
Ostrich.
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 Head in the
What
sand.
was the last name?
Ostrich.
Got it.
His last name is Rich.
Ostrich.
Name is
Ost
Rich.
Two names.
Ostrich.
So always head in the sand, it seems. Is that what you're?
Always hand in the sand. Just see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
There you go. So that is your character, Ost. You're going with the O, the long O.
The long
Ost.
the O with the two dots in front of it, like Mörk Borg.
Oh, it'll be like a so it'll be us
Ostrich.
or Ost. Yeah.
Ostrich.
All right, we'll have to perfect that. Anybody else have the character's name?
I rolled on the chart and I got Gritter. Grittr. Gritter.
That's a good one. Almost sounds like Grix.
Gritter.
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 Gritter?
Greeter. All right, Greeter. And Estelle, what about you?
I actually did the random name too. I got Volka.
Volka.
Yeah.
I like Volka. It's a nice one. What about you, Andrew?
Mörk.
Like Freddie Mercury?
hmm With a C.
Merc. Got it. Not Merc with the K.
No, not murky.
Like Mörk Borg.
No, Mörk.
All right, and then Dexter?
My name brings power behind it. My name has been passed down in the family lineage for eons. Dave.
Touche. Very nice. I like it. Great job. All right, so we've got Dave, we've got Merc, we've got Gritter, and we've got Ost or Oost. Ost. I'm not sure yet. Estelle, did you tell us your name?
Yeah, it's Volka.
Oh yeah, Volka, of course. Volka, who does the polka. We got it. All right.
Boy.
You ready to start this crazy thing?
I have questions on purchased equipment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a question on that. Where does the preserved body get sourced from?
So I will say one thing. I think because of the scenario we're playing, it might be best that we actually don't list out our purchase items just yet. And if we want to flesh things out between now and next adventure, probably would be good. Because, well, you're all in prison. So let's.
true.
But we're such good people.
So let's do this. Yes, you're all such great people, as we know, especially Dave. But we're going to pause on the equipment side of things right now. We'll jump right into the game. We'll do a quick little intro to it, and we'll sign off and come back next week. And next week you can have all your purchase items, and we'll see if you can get them back. So, not saying never, but we'll make the item purchases off camera. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
All right. So everybody, in this crazy game that we're playing here, Mörk Borg, the game starts. Well, actually, I shouldn't say this. The game would have started for most of you, and I'm just getting the page now, of course. But the world is a very strange place in Mörk Borg. Normally, you would have been in what's called the Shadow King's domain. If you're looking at the actual map of Mörk Borg, it's like smack dab in the middle. It is on the page that has like that weird map I showed you at the beginning. It shows you like this one right here, page 8. It's right here. It's called Graven Tosk, which is centered right there in the map. And Graven Tosk is basically where this Shadow King, which is a title really in name only. It's basically just the name for whoever is the king at the time. But the Shadow King sits in a Gothic black castle, like a mirror of the cathedral of the two-headed basilisk in Galgenbeck. Now, for the rest of you, you don't really know where you are. That might have been where you started your adventure. But right now, you're in a dark dungeon. In fact, you have no idea where this... Oh, sorry. My wife just came down and smacked me with the microphone. She tried to get something out of the desk here. Knocked my microphone right into me. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. She's also probably wondering what's going on, why I have an eye patch on. It's all right. It's for the stream, dear. It's for the stream. But yeah, so you're in the dungeon. And in fact, for the most time that you've been in the dungeon, the only time you've seen light or any semblance of time or day or night is when that dungeon has been opened to enter a new prisoner. You don't really see because every time the light does come, the exposure on your eyes is too much. You only hear a few short barks of orders and things like that, and then a splash usually as the prisoner's thrown down into some sort of puddle on the floor. All of you are chained in various locations around this dungeon, manacled, both hands and feet, shackled to the walls, and you are stuck here. Now, I don't know which of you has been here longer. You wouldn't know, because honestly, you can't see any of the other jailed inhabitants. Ultimately, you just know that you've been here long past your breaking point. You're practically going mad. You've had all your gear, items, monkeys, donkeys, dogs, all taken from you. Many.
My monkeys!
They're gone.
My cart?
Your cart. It's all gone. Many months ago, or at least that's what you perceive. Again, you have no semblance of time down here. There's no light, and it's been utter darkness. Yeah. However, you do know that there are plenty of other people in here. You've heard moans and calls for help, especially new prisoners. They call for help all the time.
Oh.
They cry and they scream and they moan. But ultimately, it all ends up the same. They become quiet. They are silenced. You're given just what you need to survive in terms of food and sustenance. There's plenty of other things around to catch if you are resourceful, though. Plenty of insects crawling on you throughout the day. Plenty of rats infesting this hall. And again, you have no idea the passage of time. But one day, the door flings open, bright white light emitting from wherever you've come from, and you are unshackled. You're released. You're brought by armed guards to sit in a small interrogation room. Another cold chamber. You see the people before you. Now, I know you just made these characters, but if you can, give me a vague description of your characters. We'll start with, I feel like it's going to be easy to describe Andrew, because you have a very, very...
I'm tall. I have a rotten face, which is rather pungent. And lots of sharp, pointy teeth that are rather gorgeous.
And of course, your mask, which you wear at all times, is not on your person right now.
No, I don't have it.
Yeah. So you get to see his face in full glory.
You can see, and you're like, is that rot? What's going on there? You're thinking.
Yeah.
But you can smell it before you can see it.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah. And you all smell probably putrid, but this even overwhelms your sense. What about you, Dexter?
A man, an elderly man, well, an older man, with disheveled skin, grayish, just oily hair,
Mm.
a beard that hasn't been trimmed in probably 50 years.
Ooh.
Um, Putrid green, yellowy nails and toenails. Um, he has bags under his eyes, and he has a stare. He has a stare like he's looking down on you at all times.
He's definitely short, isn't he?
Huh?
He's definitely short too, right? Napoleon complex?
Uh,
Maybe
no,
not. Maybe not.
he's taller,
He's
but
got to
he
look
is,
down on people, so he's got to be
yeah.
tall. All right, so you see these two individuals. Next, we'll bring in CJ.
Gaunt, pale, bald, clean shaven, like never like he's been in the prison, but for some reason hasn't grown any additional hair in this place, or they've been shaving him for whatever reason. They don't like him having hair. Uh, Darkened eyes set back from just the lack of sunlight. Uh, yeah, Gaunt features not wearing much clothing. Uh, Probably just a set of rags that he's been given to just enough to hide his shame. Couple tattoos along his arms and uh, body
Nice.
of scripture and passages of religious importance.
Mm. Yeah,
That's
that
about
that definitely screams heretical priest, for
Yeah.
sure. I love it. Estelle.
Volka is a woman, mid-30s, very pale skin, long dark hair, like reaching towards her knees. Dark eyes, sort of a long face, sharp features, slender, delicate hands, and she's kind of wearing a nervous, wide smile.
Mm.
Gotta play into that maniac, resting maniac look.
Resting maniac face. I love it. And then Joey.
And you see someone who looks very frail. Like they haven't eaten in days.
Very frail.
Very frail. Although not the frailest person ever. uh,
Okay.
constantly like coughing up and like spitting out phlegm.
Yes.
Let's see. And like whenever they stutter, or they jibber jabber, constantly just trying to mutter something to themselves. Like,
Yeah. I'd imagine this is one of the people who talked quite a lot during the jail time.
Like, in fact, you actually recognize the voice from
Yeah.
all the screamings for help.
That's the idiot who wouldn't shut up. God, this guy. So the five of you are placed into this small interrogation room. You're still manacled together, but you have, you're given a little bit more freedom to move around, sit down. There's chairs for each of you around a small wooden table. This room also, though, has no windows, but it is lit by sconces. And the guards that, ushered you into this room, they stand at the door ready, waiting, weapons, on them. They're armed, ready to fight if necessary, as you are seemingly dangerous criminals. And then in walks someone who could only be described as a bit odd and maybe even delirious by their the gait that they take as they walk towards you, and they almost have an expression that looks a little manic as well, but it's hidden because half of their face is covered with a mask. And Andrew, your character Mörk, this person will toss a mask to you. It's the mask that you used to have. He'll say, "Put this on."
My mask.
Put it on. No, he wants to see that. Yes.
Yes. I put it on. Comfortable.
Yes, I bet it is.
My character also giggles at that.
He says, "Ah, yes, I have been watching all of you for many, many months." He almost seems like he's about to laugh. He's giddy at the fact that he's been watching you in your cells, strapped to this dungeon wall.
I laugh with them, thinking that like my laughter will endear me enough.
"Silence," he says to you in a stern voice.
I was like, oh.
"Shut your mouth." He says, "Who I am is of no concern to you. What I'm about to tell you will save your life. Listen carefully and listen once. I will not repeat what I'm about to say."
Huh?
What?
I knew you were going to do that.
What?
"I'm offering you a chance at life," he says. "The king's one true heir, his son, Alden, is missing. And without an heir, the Shadow King will eventually be forced to hand his crown to his imbecile brother."
I love Dexter's expression, right?
"If you'd like to see the light of day again, you'll perform this task for me. I want you to retrieve Alden. Get him back here, discreetly. And then wealth, life, and freedom will be yours."
That sounds great. Well, just have to find this guy and bring him back.
As simple as that.
Oh,
Do
that's
you
easy.
agree? Do you agree?
Of course, right? Right, guys?
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Man, just finding a guy. How hard could that be?
You there, you wretched royalty.
Dress up, you swine.
Right now, your nobility means nothing. I will throw you back in that dungeon for 10 years. Do you agree?
I would rather lick your boot than help another fake royal.
So then back in the dungeon it is.
I don't know if he, I don't know if he meant that, you know? I think he was just trying to say that, helping.
Do
would
not speak
be
for
really nice.
others.
I'm
Let
not-
them speak
Just
for
elaborate.
themselves. The great serpents tell us
I didn't want to do this, he
that
says.
we make our own choices in the world.
I didn't want to do this. But he motions to the guards. You hear a yapping as a muzzled corgi is brought into the room. You can see the guard has it at knife
We
point.
are
What say you now, wretched royalty?
Not princess.
I sort of reach over. I'm like, "Hey, babe, buddy, the Dave, was it right?"
That's
I think you know, like if we had you on our team, things will be really easy because you know you're somebody who knows somebody. So why don't you just say yeah, then and then we can get out of here, right? Right? Wait, Dungeon Man? I look to Bob's character.
Yeah, this masked courtier of the Shadow King, he will look to each of you and say, "Your freedom will be yours when you bring Alden back. Again, discreetly."
And what if he doesn't wish to return?
You will
Or is
make
unable
him-
to?
Is there a stipulation on the condition by which he must return?
Yes, he must just arrive alive with all his faculties.
With all his limbs?
Well,
Not necessarily.
alive and with his
He needs to be
faculties.
able to receive the crown.
So he just needs his head then.
Alive, I said. And I don't want any more jokes from you. Now, if you're all in, we can uncuff you.
How long is this going to take? I have, maybe other plans as well.
That all depends on how well you work together. He starts to laugh and he goes, "It's not going to be easy," he says, "but it's the only way."
Nothing in this
I
world
mean,
is ever
anything.
easy.
I don't know. Anything can be accomplished with the power of friendship.
Friendship. he says.
The power of what?
Friendship. Just working together.
All right, so
Working together?
it seems like you're all in on this. So he will tell the guards to release you. They'll let you, I wouldn't say get like washed up or anything. That's not what we're going to do. But they will bring you to a separate room and they will
don't
give
have
you
to
your
make them so
equipment
tight.
back. So they will give you the gear that you came in with. They will store it away. Donkey and corgis
I
and
hugged the
monkeys.
donkey.
Do I get my monkeys back?
You will, but not in this. Not in this scene. They're at the stable. Okay.
It's just a pen of animals. It's a different part of the prison.
Dexter also has hirelings. They're also in the dungeon. Yeah.
Hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
We were in the dungeon with a jester?
Yeah. He was in there too. Yeah.
if he didn't agree because of the dog, he would have brought the jester in next.
I snapped my finger.
That's right. Hold on a second. Wait. The guy didn't hold his friends over his head. He hung his dog over his head, and that's what he knew would get him.
I mean, it's realistic.
Yeah.
Also, there's a strong word being used here, which is friends.
Yeah.
They are not.
They're your servants.
Thank you.
There you go. So here's what he says. He's going to give you back your gear and stuff so you can go on this mission. But he says, it's believed that Alden is imprisoned in an infamous locale, a place that no free man would willingly go. A place
This place?
called the Accursed Den. You see, I have some special abilities. I can sense things. I will scry on Alden now and give you as much information as I can. And he starts to like sit there, right? And he kind of sits in a chair and starts to close his one eye that you can see. And I need you each to roll me. Not each of you, actually. I need 2 people to roll. So let's go with... He doesn't like Dexter. Let's go with Volka and Mörk. Roll me a d8 each.
D8?
Yep, Volka and Mörk. Roll me a d8 each.
2.
3.
Oh, yes. I see it now, he says. Ah. Cannibals. Yes, he's with cannibals. They feast on the flesh of their own kind. Horrid people. And be careful. Do not trust the walls. Gases leak from holes and cracks. Anyone who breathes in these gases will go mad. He says, you must be careful. Alden is in danger.
I mean, who among us hasn't eaten a person or two? Am I right?
Listen, Rogal. I mean, it's okay.
Between my coughing, I don't think and all this going on, I don't think I've had to mute my mic more ever. Okay, so yes, the Accursed Den. Be careful. He says, if you want your freedom, you will save Alden. And these guards are going to escort you. They're going to escort you as far as they will be willing to go. If you don't come back, he is going to track you down and find you and torture you all until you die. So you know the Shadow King and his power, even though you are, in a sense, being given some sort of freedom to go do this task. You are certain, though, that if you were to just run away, would mean certain death for all of you. The Shadow King in this region is the Lord of all and has what seems to be vast resources. So that's what's the threat's been giving to you, and the Accursed Den is where we'll head next time on Tabletop Bob. So everybody, real quick before we sign off here, awesome job making these characters. I cannot wait to see how they all die and what happens to them.
Exciting.
We're going to play again in 1 week. So we're coming back after, I guess after Christmas. The 27th is our next game. So tune in for that. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can get notified when we go live. I will be posting this, last session. We'll be discussing it in Discord. So go to Discord, and links for everything we talked about today are in the description below. Also started channel memberships. So we've got 3 new channel members this week. So check those out if you're interested. YouTube has a little join button next to the name of the channel. Check those out. They give you little cool things for the live chats, icons, whatever. I'm not so savvy with all the tech stuff, but whatever. I put pictures there for you to use. And then last thing, if you'd like to support the channel directly, you can go to Patreon or Ko-fi. Again, links in the description. A lot of cool stuff happening on Patreon right now. Lots of new tiers were created, so check those out. And then we'll put some links down to all the characters. Sorry, not characters. The players. I know Estelle's got some stuff we'll share. Anything's last words from all of you? Thank you again for playing. This is a lot of fun.
Very excited. This is going to be so fun. Can't wait.
I just want to bite someone.
Train wreck.
You're going to bite somebody. It's going to be a train wreck, and I cannot wait to see how many of you and your
All right.
lackeys all die. So we'll see you next week. We'll see you on the tabletop. Have a great night, everybody.
Night.
Ah.